The United States is under attack again. We even had 5 servicemen go down in an aircraft crash in the Mediterranean. This stuff is happening all while people in Gaza are struggling for their lives. We are now seeing that the hospitals in Gaza are now being overrun. They are simply inoperational. Look at this. This is just another attack. We even have this, where the hospitals in Gaza don't even have fuel, so they can't even see. That is happening as we speak. More and more people are losing their lives because of this war between Israel and Hamas. Now, this is actually turning into a major disaster for the White House and the Biden administration, because now President Biden is being asked and questioned by his administration, by Democrats themselves. What is he doing? And why is he not stopping this? So, we're going to get to all this in just a moment. I'll explain what's going on, how Russia and the United States are attacking the same country. Yeah, without knowing, they are actually attacking the same country. It's interesting. So I'll break down everything that's going on in just a moment. All I ask is, if you enjoy these daily updates, do me a favor, go ahead, hit that like button, and let's begin. So we learned just this morning that an internal State Department memo is blasting President Biden and U.S. policy on the Israel-Hamas war. Now, this is something that we've seen in the past, where certain people were speculating as to what the agenda was of the administration, but I want to read this to you. It says, in a scathing 5-page memo organized by a junior diplomat who has suggested on social media that Biden's support of Israel has made him complicit in genocide in Gaza. It says it offers a rare look at the raw division within the Biden administration over the Israel-Hamas war. It says the memo, signed by 100 State Department and USAID employees, urges senior U.S. officials to reassess their policy towards Israel and demand a ceasefire in Gaza, where more than 11,000 Palestinians have lost their lives. Now, I read this to you and I bring this up because Democrats are also asking the Biden administration, what are we doing? Why can we not tell Israel that they need to accept a ceasefire? Because thousands and thousands of people are losing their lives. Okay? And again, just in this video right here, they are using a light from a cell phone in order to operate on this person's head. How safe do you think that is? Would you go into a hospital if the only light source they had was from your cell phone? Probably not. And so it's turning into a massive issue. But it also has a ripple effect, because the United States has stepped up its pretty much just the illusion that the United States is going to do something if you try to step into this war. For example, Iran. Iran has backed many different militia groups, and the United States is trying to paint this picture that if you widen this war, then we are going to stop you. And so what the United States continues to do is they continue to hammer Syria, and they continue to send in bombs and missiles in order to stop them, show them that we are not going to accept this. But what the United States just did, just the other day, is they actually bombed another facility that just is holding ammo and weapons, right? And so and another facility as well. So there's 2. But the reason why this is so important is because it's not doing a whole lot. Okay, look at this. It says U.S. conducts airstrikes against Iran-backed groups in Syria. The strikes were in response to attacks on American troops. That continues to happen. So we continue to get attacked, the U.S. troops do. And at the same time, the United States' response is to go after these different facilities where nobody's really there. Okay? And it was a weapons facility, and it was a command center, both in Syria. They were fairly close to each other, but in 24 days, The United States troops have been attacked in bases, have been attacked 47 plus times, and the United States' response is to hit these two different facilities, a command center and a storage facility. Doesn't do much. But the U.S., it hints at more strikes unless Iran-linked groups halt attacks. Well, what we know is Iran has no intention of halting attacks. Okay, they just don't. And here's a statement from our Secretary of Defense, Lloyd Austin. Look at this. Okay, I want to read this to you because this is his statement from yesterday, November 12th. Look at this. It says, U.S. military forces conducted precision strikes today on facilities in eastern Syria used by Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps and Iran-affiliated groups in response to continued attacks against U.S. personnel in Iraq and Syria. The strikes were conducted against a training facility and a safe house command center near the cities of Abu Kamal and Mayadeen, respectively. This right here is just a blanket statement that he gives every single time. It says the president has no higher priority than the safety of U.S. personnel, and he directed today's action to make clear that the United States will defend itself, its personnel, and its interests. He puts that on almost everything. So right there, all it's telling us is the United States has done something, but probably not enough. Now, the U.S. did say, again, that they will continue to attack, they will continue to step up their retaliation, and it is just a way to show these Iranian-backed groups that they are not going to stand for this. Now, with that said, I want to show you this, okay? First, before I show you this, all this stuff is happening because of what's going on in Israel and Gaza. Okay, this war. But what's happening is the two biggest hospitals in Gaza have closed down. They have closed down because there's so much happening around the hospital, and according to Israel, Hamas has embedded themselves into those hospitals. And what they're doing, and they're using that as their command center, using civilians as shelter. Okay? But this is the Al-Shifa Hospital and the Al-Quds Hospital. Both of these have shut down. These are the two biggest hospitals in Gaza. But I want to show you this really quick. Russia and U.S., they both conducted airstrikes against targets in Syria. Okay? Both of them have. The United States and Russia are not working together. We are not teaming up to attack Syria. No. According to the reports, the U.S. is attacking this command post, okay, this safe house, and a storage facility. That's what they were doing, and that was in response to the attacks on U.S. troops in Iraq. Russia, on the other hand, according to reports, is using the story of Israel and Gaza, using that as cover. So now they're trying to get in, and they are attacking Idlib, okay, the Idlib region. All right, so that's what they're doing. They're trying to expand as well. And so it's interesting what's happening right now, because the reports that I saw this morning is that the United States and Russia are teaming up. No, the United States and Russia are not teaming up. They had no clue that they were both going to attack different parts of Syria, but they did. So, the reason I bring this up is because now other countries, and we've seen this over the past month, other countries and other groups are trying to use this Israel and Hamas war as cover. And they're going to try to come in underneath, try to attack different groups in different areas, different regions for their own agenda. But again, this is why we are seeing the talks of World War III ramp up, because many experts believe that the crisis with Israel and Gaza is only just the beginning. Some say this is all just the beginning of World War III. So, just wanted to fill you in on what's going on there, explain how this is potentially going to impact you, because one of the biggest things that we've seen right now is that here in the U.S. is more people are now being asked to deploy. Just over the past 24 hours, I've heard from multiple people here on YouTube, as well as I've received a few messages where there's just people that I know. There's probably two or three people that are already being asked to deploy. Okay, Navy pilots. Okay, they are already being asked to deploy. So, I don't think this is going to stop. I think this is going to continue, and this is going to make a massive crisis here in the United States and abroad as well. So, as we get more information, I promise I'll fill you in on all the latest news and updates, but that is what we know as of right now. So again, thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Consider subscribing. I'll see you guys on the next one.